Well, the Mrs. New Mexico pageant empowers married women to gain personal growth and to enrich their lives as well as the lives of others through their pageant experience. And the reigning Mrs. New Mexico, Michelle Aurelius, joins us again today. It's so good to have you back.
Oh, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, good morning. You look beautiful as always, of course. And you know, what I want to mention that our viewers may not know is that you're a medical doctor and not what most people think of when they hear pageant queen. You know, we don't always think of doctors as our pageant queen. So why did you decide to enter the pageant in the first place?
Well, actually, I initially did it after I was diagnosed with heart disease. So a lot of people think about me as a doctor, but a lot of people don't realize that I'm also a patient.
Wow.
And what happened is when I was 35 and studying for my big, huge exam, I ended up being hypercaffeinated, not sleeping, and studying. And what happened is I all of a sudden didn't feel very well.
Oh my
I
goodness.
thought, oh, something's wrong. And then I ended up checking my heart rate because I'm a dork and I'm a doctor. So it's
and you know how to check
combination, right? And what happened is it ended up being about 80 beats per minute. Mine for me normally is like about 50.
Wow.
And then I checked it again and it went to 180.
Oh my
and
goodness.
then it went to 200. And when my heart beats that fast, it's not effective. So I got dizzy and I realized I had heart disease.
Oh my goodness.
And
so
then,
you realize it's time for me to do something special with my life.
Absolutely. And then what else I realized is here I am, I'm a doctor. What did I do? I went home and I like stayed up all night. I knew exactly that I had heart disease. I knew what it was.
Right.
And I went home and then I came in the next morning and I'm a forensic pathologist and I ended up having a patient who had passed away with a diagnosis that I ended up having.
Oh
and
my goodness.
So that lady saved my life.
Wow.
And so I went in, I got diagnosed. I'm very, very blessed that it's something that's very treatable with medications and rest.
Thank goodness.
But if
you were inspired.
Absolutely. And if I'm as a doctor and I'm not recognizing that I'm at risk and I'm having heart disease, what are other women doing? Because a lot of us are moms, we're married, we're taking care of everybody else, and then we forget that we can actually suffer from heart disease.
So by going through this traumatic experience, you realized you wanted to become a pageant queen because you wanted to do something different and you wanted to inspire other women who thought, you know, maybe things are tough for me right now. Maybe I can do something positive in my life. And so what's going on right now is that there's another opportunity for other women out there to do this. And actually I want to mention that the deadline to apply for this year's pageant is coming up. It's February 11th. So you, of all people, should be the one to tell us, why should married women apply for this?
Well, first off, it's a blast. So you have a chance and an opportunity to network with women from all over New Mexico. And we have a great state. Other people may not realize it.
Oh,
but
yeah. No, we do.
You get together and you get a chance as a mom or as a wife to talk about yourself, your motivations, and get a chance to meet these women. And then you get a chance to put a spotlight on something that's really near and dear to your heart.
And that's your winning moment.
That is. That is.
That had to feel so incredible for you.
It really did, because I'm a total dork.
Oh, come on.
I know. When other gals were doing this kind of stuff when they were young, I was like reading a book at night, up all night, and not taking care of myself.
Smart women can be beauty queens too. That's the point. And there's a lot of different areas of the competition in general. What were some of the areas that you enjoyed the most?
I think the one that I enjoyed the most was actually the interview.
Really? Because that's where you
like to talk.
I love that. See, and I love the fact that you're proving, because, you know, I think there are some myths that, you know, the pageant women are not as eloquent or as articulate or as educated, and you are certainly the antithesis of that. You're the opposite of that thought process, because you are absolutely very educated and very smart, and so I'm glad that you had an opportunity to showcase that side of you.
Thank you.
And that's
appreciate
exciting.
That.
And so, okay, so a lot of people out there right now, they're saying, you know, I want to get involved. So give us like some inspiration. What are some of the most memorable moments that you had as Mrs. New Mexico, what are some of the experiences you could share with us to get people inspired to join as well?
Well, certainly making sure that your face of Fox,
Yes.
Aurelius, got to wear the crown when he donated
the
blood.
tiara.
That was important.
Yes.
But what really is very near and dear to my heart is I work with American Heart Association, being a heart disease survivor,
Sure.
and being able to watch a 6-year-old who is a heart transplant recipient go across the line and finish the heart walk as a survivor with heart disease, to cheer for her, to hear her story, and that was incredibly memorable for me, and to give her a big, huge hug.
Oh, that's wonderful.
She is
and
an
for her
inspiration.
to see, and for her to see you and know what you've been through and what you've accomplished and how healthy and beautiful you are, and having had been through that. And a lot of people out there are also probably thinking, well, I want to get involved, but I don't know how. So what's the process for the application?
Well, the first thing is to collect some more information, and we have all the information on our website.
Okay.
And that's mrsnewmexicoamerica.com.
Okay.
And there's an application there, and the application is great because you get to talk about yourself. So you get to talk about your hobbies, your families, your husband, which you need.
Yeah, you need a husband to be Mrs. New Mexico.
And then you submit it with a photograph of yourself. For me, it was at a barbecue. And then they decide whether you're going to be a great representative to New Mexico. And then come join us. We have a wonderful time.
That's wonderful. So yeah, so you don't have to go get dressed up and all glammed up for your photos to apply. You could be having a barbecue, like you said, and just be yourself. I think ultimately that's what they want to see, right? Is that you are just a real person.
Absolutely.
Because beauty shines from within.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the truth?
And even from married women and moms.
And you absolutely, you've been a shining example. Thank you so much for sharing your very personal story with us, and also for wearing the tiara so lovely. I mean, Aurelius did a good job with it, but I think it looks better on you. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Sorry. I just think it looks better on
I don't know. I think
woman.
I'm going to go with Aurelius. He's got the better hair.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Very much.
And good luck to everybody out there who wants to participate. We highly encourage it. Okay, now it's time to rock the jazz bar, rock the jazz bar. Mixologist Kate Gerwin is next with Art and the Drink. There's a reason I said that.